Hello everyone, my name is Max. I learn languages and I'm learning Persian on YouTube and documenting absolutely everything that I do because I hope that's helpful for you and it also motivates me. So today I'm going to tell you about three things. First, I will show you two helpful thoughts that I had the last couple of weeks. Second, I will tell you the problems that I've had with a 100-hour challenge so far. You can join the 100-hour challenge, of course, which means that you try and put 100 hours into your target language, right? You study for 100 hours and we motivate each other. And thirdly, I like to show you what I did today and the last couple of weeks. So first, the two helpful thoughts. The first thought that I had is that you should look at your progress of comprehension and not at your progress of production, okay? So what do I mean by that? I mean by that if you are reading and listening to things in your target language, for example, Dutch or Spanish or Arabic, whatever, then it makes a lot of sense to check what you understood before and to check what you understand now. And if that's better, then you know that your progress is going well. What most of us do instead is we look at our speaking, our production skills. And sometimes we have a day that it's going amazing, right? We have an amazing conversation and we think, yes, now I'm finally there. And then the next day, again, you have a conversation, but you're struggling, you're doing, it's not going well, right? So you think you've actually taken a step back, but usually that's not the case, okay? So you can have there's all kinds of reasons why you could have a bad conversation one day and a good conversation another day. It depends on the other person, on his accent. It can depend on the day. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're not tired. Maybe it was about a topic that you haven't studied enough, etc. There are so many reasons why you should look at comprehension and not at production progress, okay? So that's my advice to you. If you are reading a text, sometimes go back to that text a couple of weeks later, and if the text has become easier, that's just a feeling, then you're making progress, okay? Second thought is look at strategies, not tactics. So, of course, the difference between a strategy and a tactic is a strategy is something that you can do long-term multiple times, and a tactic is something that you can do in a moment, in a certain day, right? So, for example, with chess, playing aggressive or playing passively, that's a strategy. But, moving your bishop to a very great square, that can be a tactic, or pinning the knight or whatever. So in language learning, I propose that you should focus on strategies, which means that you focus on certain things that you can do on a day-to-day basis, right? Every week at least, to improve your language learning. And you don't look at tactics. And tactics are, for example, write a text or watch a movie or things like that. Those are little things that you can do and they are great, but they are not so valuable if you're only doing them once in a while. So that's why I propose you look at strategies, which means that you look at something that you can do many, many times. For example, if you always go walking your dog, make sure that you listen to your target language, listen to Spanish or Dutch or Persian when you're walking your dog, and then you know that you're going to do that once, twice, or maybe even 3 times a day. That's a strategy. So try to implement strategic decisions now that will have a good effect on your language learning in the long term. That's my advice, okay? I hope that was useful already. Now let me tell you my 2 issues that I had the last couple of weeks. Or actually it's only one issue with 2 parts. And that is, number 1 is time, okay, of course. Or actually not time, but my life, basically. So what happened is that I went to a festival, friends came over, and next week other friends are coming over. And also I need to get my driver's license. Because I'm Dutch, I always went everywhere by bike, so I don't have a driver's license. And I want to get my driver's license here in Spain, where I live, but I need to study for the theory exam. And that stresses me out a little bit. So whenever I'm doing a little bit of Persian, I feel like I should be studying for the theoretical exam, which annoys me, okay? And the same, when the friends are here, I feel like I should be spending time with them, not with Persian. And when I was on the festival, and that's the second issue, my phone was not charged and my headphones were not charged. So I couldn't do any Persian. I didn't take any books. So that's kind of a material or technological issue. And that seems to be a real theme for me, that sometimes I have a couple of days or a couple of weeks where the technology is just not working, right? I don't have my phone charged, I don't have my headphones charged, or whenever I want to go out for a walk, exactly on that moment my battery is finished, you know, it's not charged. So it might sound like an excuse, but that honestly is what happened to me, and I think I should find a solution. You know, I should try to maybe implement some strategic decisions, some Persian that I can do. I should make sure that I can do some Persian without charging my phone or things like that. So what I'm going to try and do is print some texts, and that whenever I have some time, but my phone or headphones are not charged, that I can look at the text at least and track my hours. So those are my two big issues, and that's how I'm going to try and solve them. Now let me quickly tell you what I did for the 100-hour challenge. And of course, if you're also doing the 100-hour challenge, let me know in the comments how it's going, for which language are you doing it, how has it been going so far. So you can see here, I did it for the last 24 days. Let me show you this here. And you can see here on the left that I did it for 24 days, the 100-hour challenge. And today I got up early and started learning some Persian. And now in total, I did 10.48 hours. So that's a little bit too slow actually, 10 hours in 24 days. I want to do it, of course, more. So otherwise it would take me 240 days for the 100 hours. So then I maybe won't even make it before 2025. So I need to go a little bit faster. And these are the things that I did. So if you're really interested, you can stop the video and read exactly what I did. But to summarize quickly, what I mostly do is I read Persian like this with link. And when I read and listen, here in the right corner, the vocabulary, the words that I know are slowly going up, right? So when I click on the words, it translates them and it goes up. And I know that when the vocabulary goes up, I will speak better Persian. Right now, I'm only doing reading and listening. And sometimes I make some notes in my Persian book. That's all. To remember that I have to do Persian, behind me, I put a little paper on the wall where I track the hours. That was a strategic decision. And at the moment, I'm not doing any speaking or anything like that. So that's it. And right now I'm reading this little course, which is a long course of about 30 episodes that I read. And it's all about the history of Iran in intermediate Persian. So I'm very happy that I'm almost becoming intermediate. And how is it going with you? Let me know in the comments. I hope this video was useful, and I will see you when my Persian is a little bit better. Khod Hafiz.